All right, y'all, so we back with another conspiracy theory and unexplained mystery video. But before we get to the craziness, I need y'all to help me unplug some more people out of the matrix. And you do that by spamming that like button, then putting hashtag unplugged in the comment section. All right, and subscribe if you're new. Let's check this out.
NASA might be hiding the last Megalodon. Don't believe me? Listen to this. Back in the 1970s, NASA made a big underwater area called Zone F off the coast of Maryland to study the existence of rare animals. There is a guy named George Meyer who found this out. On April 17th this year, George was fishing near Maryland when a storm moved his boat to the other side of the ocean. When the storm stopped, he discovered a huge cage under his boat. He immediately put his diving gear on and went down. The cage was enormous and it said, "Zone F property of NASA, stay out," on it. When he went up, he heard loud metal noises below, and when he looked down, he saw a 70-foot-long shark. He was scared and went back up and went home. But when he went back 2 weeks later, the cage was gone. So could this mean that NASA is hiding an enormous shark? So what do you think? NASA might be hiding the
If they do, we got a problem, bro. Every movie you've seen where they've tried to keep a shark in captivity, what has happened? It's gone wrong, correct? It's gonna be no different, fam. This ain't gonna end well for nobody, especially if you're trying to recreate a megalodon.
You think the megalodon was scary? Well, let me introduce you to its predator that's even more terrifying. An extinct species of sperm whale that ruled the oceans. First of all, this creature was massive, measuring up to 18 meters in length. That's 5 meters longer than a school bus. But the real nightmare is its mouth. The largest tooth ever found in history belongs to it, measuring 36 centimeters long. Its teeth allowed it to shred anything that crossed its path.
So wait. We got something that's worse than Megalodon? Bro, I want to throw my hat across the room right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Small fish and sharks to even whales. It's highly likely that battles between the Megalodon and this predator occurred, as both lived during the same era. The Megalodon had a wider mouth than it, enabling it to inflict more substantial injuries while targeting vital organs. On the other hand, it had a larger brain, as sharks aren't particularly known for their intelligence. It also had another significant advantage in a fight: echolocation. This allowed it to better anticipate its opponent's attacks. So, one can imagine a fairly balanced combat. However, it's essential to note that the Megalodon is estimated to have lived for nearly 20 million years, while it, on the other hand, is believed to have gone extinct after only 1 million years of existence. This is the Leviathan. You think the Megalodon...
But I thought sharks were highly intelligent. I was under the impression that they were, bro. So hearing them say that, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and do a little research. But I thought they were highly intelligent though, bro.
NASA has just found the Megalodon shark. Yes, you heard that right. On September 1st, 2023, a video shared online revealed the truth about NASA and the Megalodon shark exhibition, in a shocking twist that has sent ripples through the world of marine biology and conspiracy theorists. It all began when a deep-sea probe, sent on a top-secret mission by NASA to explore the uncharted depths of the Mariana Trench, captured jaw-dropping footage of an enormous creature lurking in the abyss. The footage, which was inadvertently leaked by Jason, a former NASA deep-sea explorer and professional marine biologist who was part of the secret mission, showed what appeared to be a living megalodon, a species long believed to be extinct. Jason leaked the jaw-dropping footage of the megalodon on the internet. The video went viral among a select group of people who managed to see it before NASA swiftly swung into action, deleting it within minutes of its appearance online. Jason went missing just a few days after the leak. His sudden disappearance has only fueled the conspiracy theories further. Some believe he uncovered something more sinister than the Megalodon, something that NASA was determined to keep hidden. People close to Jason have recently spoken out to reporters, revealing that just before his disappearance, he mentioned terrifying details about the Megalodon and the Mariana Trench expedition. His last words will send shivers down your spine.
Hulu. How does a shark this size just disappear with a tracker on it? They deleted it. It hasn't even been 2 hours. I reported that, let me show you. This shark swam from North America to Europe without surfacing the water once. And the only place that you can find that information, right here on my page, baby.
A frozen megalodon was recently found yielding exceptional revelations. In a recent expedition to Antarctica, a team of 11 NASA scientists embarked on a journey that would lead them to a truly astonishing discovery involving the legendary megalodon. Over the course of 13 days, while studying glacier melt and sea levels, they encountered remarkable findings. On the fourth day, during an examination of a glacier, a researcher made an exhilarating find: a massive 90-pound Arctic char perfectly preserved in ice, a rarity due to the passage of over 700 years. As their research advanced, they neared its conclusion by the 12th day, with just one more ancient ice sample needed. After a mere 30 minutes of drilling, they unearthed an extraordinary 6-inch shark tooth, far larger than the typical 3-inch teeth found in regular great white sharks. However, the most astounding revelation was yet to come. A mysterious dark area within the ice grabbed their attention just 45 minutes later, sparking wild speculations about its nature. With growing anticipation, they drilled closer and were left in awe as they uncovered a mammoth 58-foot prehistoric Megalodon shark nearly perfectly preserved in the ice. The excavation of this incredible Megalodon took another 4 hours, leaving the researchers utterly astounded by their remarkable find.
All right, with Shark Week coming up, let's talk about why the Megalodon is not still alive. And I'm going to do so by debunking the conspiracies you guys leave in my comments.
I can debunk your whole theory in just a few seconds. Only 5% of the ocean has been discovered. So how can you sit here and make that claim? Of course, it could be extinct. It could be, but how do we know for sure? But I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to listen to her, y'all.
I literally just woke up, but there is no time to waste. If you're just joining us on this adventure, we're literally tracking real-life sharks. And one turtle! This is what we need to talk about immediately. That ping represents Caroline. Caroline is a 1,400-pound, 12 feet, 9-inch great white shark. This is where she was at 5:53 in the morning. So how the blueberry pancakes did she get out here at 6:25 a.m.? 20 minutes later, she got her pancakes to go. Let me put this into perspective for you. Only 3 sharks have ever swam that far out, and those 3 sharks never came back, except Caroline. Caroline came back. All I'm saying is there's only one thing that could swim that fast, that far into the ocean. And if we're not tracking the Megalodon, then maybe that's what Caroline's running from.
Monster shark, measuring more than 5 metres, is lurking off North Stradbroke Island in Queensland. Well, no one's seen it. The Bligh government's released photos showing how it mauled another large white pointer.
You're looking at what's left of a 3.7 metre white pointer, the predator which became a meal for an even bigger shark, which tore those gaping pieces of flesh from its carcass.
The one that that bit the piece out of that one is calculated to be over 5 metres, which is a huge shark.
Megalodon. How did it go extinct? There's a whole theory that it didn't go extinct, okay?
Didn't the Megalodon coexist with basically the white shark? The current white shark?
It did.
It must have lost like its main food source or something.
So there are several theories. The first one, sea level drop. And new land was exposed. That may have cut off currents, which made for more bioavailable nutrients. And so something to do with the shark's morphology, it needed all of these currents.
The largest predators are going to be affected the most. So sea level drop, new land.
What about temperature? That's something I haven't seen mentioned as far as the water go. Would that affect them as well? And I'm asking for anybody who's like an expert on sharks or whatever, or what have you. Would temperature change and cause them to have to either move or change location? And my other thing is also, we talked about the lakes in the ocean, the theories that people have and scientists have and different ones have, conspiracy theories about lakes inside the ocean, or you know what I mean, near the floor, or under, however you classify it as. Could they be there? Could it be a thermal layer, just like the movie The Meg? Could it be something around there like that that's keeping them at bay? What about those questions?
Land blocks the currents. The smaller can't eat.
Yep.
The medium-sized stuff can't eat. The Megalodon can't eat, boy.
Saltier ocean. So during the Ice Age, when everything froze over, as you know, salt water freezes a much lower freezing point. So the only water that froze during the Ice Age was the fresh water.
Correct.
So when the fresh water freezes and the salt water doesn't, there's no mixing, which means the ocean gets salty.
That's not Megalodon. That's not Megalodon. You can tell, look at the side of him, you could tell. I don't know the name of the shark, and maybe y'all do, so put it in the comment section, but I know that's not Megalodon.
Researchers found a tracking tag they'd previously attached to a giant 3-meter white shark. They wanted to trace the migration of marine animals, but found something nobody was prepared to see. The device showed that at some point, the shark suddenly went to a depth of 580 meters, as if some unknown force dragged the giant predator down to the bottom. Then, its temperature rose to 25.5 degrees Celsius. At such ocean depths, it can be so hot only inside something's stomach. It seems that some mysterious predator is lurking on the ocean floor. But who or what could swallow a great white shark?
I just thought of a crazy theory of what happened to the submarine lost at sea.
The Megalodon is still alive. In 2003, scientists put a tracker on a 3-meter great white shark. After a few months, the shark went missing and the same shark's tracker was found on the Australian coast. The results were very shocking. At some point, the shark mysteriously reached a depth of 580 meters and its temperature spiked to 25.5 degrees Celsius. It's very obvious that a much larger creature than the shark dragged it down and killed it. Some say it's the work of the Megalodon, which is mistakenly thought to have been extinct.
Or the Kraken. Still gotta consider the Kraken as a possible explanation as to a shark that size going missing
For millions of years.
Do you think that the Megalodon could still be around?
I think it's unlikely. Because I think
Why?
you would see its effects in the ocean.
No.
We would not have as many whales as we do. The amount of food those things have to eat is insane. What are they eating?
The separate ocean, maybe there's bigger animals down there for them to eat.
What on earth is that?
It's just going and going and going. Here we go, we're going in for a... Oh, whoa! It just powdered, disintegrated. I did not expect that.
The shape of these vertebrae make me think it could be possibly a snake or a fish. However, all the snakes that actually live in the ocean are pretty small, and this looks a lot bigger. Is it possible that this is a skeleton of something much older?
It's the same length as the largest whales. But this is not a whale. A whale's vertebrae has a series of bones known as transverse processes protruding from it. The skeleton in the clip does not. The largest prehistoric fish we've found evidence of is the Leadsichthys, a terrifying creature so large, early fossil hunters mistook it for a stegosaurus.
The Megalodon has been extinct for about 2.6 million years, or has it? In 2022, scientists discovered a shark graveyard off the coast of Australia. As they were dragging their nets to hopefully gather animals to study, they were shocked to find hundreds of shark teeth. They found shark teeth from makos, great whites, and a shark they believe to have evolved from the Megalodon. So what ate all those sharks? Also in 2022, on a completely different mission, scientists claim to have picked up a massive 50-foot, 40-ton shark on their scanner underneath their boat. They said they were amused to see the shape appear on the scanner, but they quickly lost their excitement when the shape ended up being just a large school of fish. In the 1960s, some men near the Great Barrier Reef in Australia spotted a massive shark. It's always Australia, bro. These men were in the...
I was just about to say the same thing, bro. If you're in Australia, either it's gonna get you on land or it's gonna wait till you get out in the water. Either way, you can't escape it in Australia, man. Golly, man. And then this just makes me think, fam, like being out in the water, out in the ocean, you're just playing with your life at that point, man. Being out in the ocean is just scary, bro. It's just too many unknowns, too many unknown variables.
In their 86-foot crew boat and needed to drop their anchor to make some engine repairs. While they were making the repairs, the crew was absolutely shocked when they saw the biggest shark they'd ever seen slowly moving alongside their ship. The men on board concluded that it was definitely not a whale, and in fact, it was a shark. They claimed this shark was so large, it rivaled the ship in size. Initially, the men kept quiet about it for years, not wanting people to think they were crazy. You ready to go swimming?
Within seconds, the shark tag recorded a dramatic temperature shift from 46 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. A temperature that could only be achieved inside the belly of another living animal.
The question that not only came to my mind, but everyone's mind who was involved was, what did that? It was obviously eaten. What's going to eat a shark that big? What could kill a 3-metre great white?
Hey, I'm with this dude, bro. My first instinct would have been Megalodon. But everybody, the orca, that idea, that theory, I'm with that as well. But I would want to see like the bite marks in the sea. You know what I mean? If they were able to retrieve at least a piece of the carcass of the shark or whatever, I would like to see, and maybe they could tell by the bite marks maybe or something if possible, but they probably devoured that thing until it was nothing left. Why would they leave some food around? No, they're going to finish it till the last drop.
The tag recorded 78 degrees for 8 days, moving between the surface and a depth of 330 feet before it was released. There was no doubt the seemingly indomitable shark alpha had been attacked and eaten by a super predator of the deep.
Megalodon is still alive. TikToker Shark Wahlberg recently revealed that 2 great white sharks have gone missing. The missing shark indicates that it traveled at a speed nearly impossible for a shark of its size. Not consistent with living dates, stomachs of other predators. So what ate a shark the size of a great white? That's why so many people say so.
The Megalodon is still alive. The TikToker Shark Wahlberg recently brought to light that 2 great white sharks have gone missing. In using the data from SeaWorld Shark Tracker, it shows that the missing sharks have been traveling distances at speeds that are nearly impossible for a shark of that size. Furthermore, temperature data coming from the trackers of the missing sharks are consistent with the data of creatures when they get eaten and are in the belly of other predators. So, what could have eaten a shark as large as the great white shark? This is why many people say that.
The great white, and then next is the orca. So yeah, they gotta take him down in packs. They got to. But the way they're describing the shark with the tracker, like it happened like quickly. So that's what makes me kind of hesitant on the whole orca theory, but still can see how that could be the case though. There's a squid or octopus or whatever they classify this thing as. That could be the case. Just now getting to Megalodon. That joker there was a beast. Wow. The heck is a bloop? What is a bloop? That can't be something. I think they just did that to just mess with me or y'all, everyone else, because it definitely did bother me, them throwing that out there. I'm still gonna look it up though.
If you're new here, we're tracking sharks and dolphins and turtles and a bunch of other sea life. This is the app. You can just type in shark tracker, and the creators of this app responded to me. But if you've been following this series, then you know to never travel into the dark blue. The sharks that they are tracking don't go into the dark blue, and if they do, they don't stay there for very long, or then the ping turns off. So what the is going on here? I want a 10-page MLA formatted essay on this shark. Lydia has to be the most eye-opening bad shark I've ever seen on your app. She was an adult at 2,000 pounds, 14 feet, 6 inches long. God damn, that's a big shark. The craziest part about all of this is I think Lydia was returned back 4 years later. I think she was just fucking with megalodons, just fucking with them, and then just came home. I need confirmation. If you're new here, we're...
Leviathan met Megalodon near New Zealand, and diver Alexa Cortez recorded it. 2 days ago, deep-sea diver Alexa Cortez set out for a regular dive near New Zealand's coast. She meant to record typical marine life. She captured something terrifying instead. She went deep in her submersible, and around 4,000 feet it got really dark. All her instruments were functional, yet sonar detected an enormous object approaching fast. It was too big to be any known sea creature, but within...
That was another question I had about those submersibles, man. What if something huge comes along and grabs a hold of it and just start pulling you down? How are you supposed to, how do you deal with that? You know what I mean? I hope that's something they question before getting in them things.
Within moments, a second, equally massive object appeared on the screen. Fear started to creep in as no marine life of this size was ever recorded. Alexa knew she had to see for herself what these anomalies were. Turning on the powerful external lights, nothing could have prepared her for what emerged from the gloomy depths. A massive Leviathan, thought to be only a myth, was locked in a wild battle with a Megalodon, a prehistoric shark believed to be long extinct. The gigantic duel was unlike anything the modern world had ever seen. With her camera rolling, Alexa captured every pulse-pounding second of this epic battle.
Don't say we ain't never seen an epic battle. We all watched Kong versus Godzilla. Tell them what they talking about. Nah, I'm just playing.
The creature's roars echoed, sending shockwaves through the water, shaking her submersible. In a desperate attempt to escape the crossfire, she tried to ascend, but her communications to her team above were cut off. Only her camera's red recording light confirmed it was all being documented. After what seemed like hours, the tumultuous water cleared and the fighters disappeared into the deep. Somehow, the footage survived and was recovered.
You think the Megalodon is scary? Allow me to introduce you to the Leviathan whale, the only known competitor and potential predator of the Megalodon. Let's talk about their size for a second.
Okay, so this thing is legitimately true, huh? I thought they was just messing with me for a second. Leviathan whale. I gotta get on top of that now. You know what I mean? I'm all about Megalodons, but if there's something out there crazier than that, I want to know.
They could get to 60 feet long. Now you might be thinking, Lindsay, that's not that big. Just wait. The real nightmare was their mass. While their size and their predatory nature meant they could have easily swallowed a human-sized animal whole, their teeth made them perfectly adapted to eat other whales. They could get to a foot long, making them the largest biting teeth of any animal to ever exist. That we know of. They were alive at the same time and inhabited the same waters as the Megalodon. So
No. Did you see the tooth, bruh? Freaking tooth about 4 arms, fam. Ain't no surviving that. What you gonna do with that? Please don't eat me.
It's likely they were direct competitors, maybe ate each other a little bit.
Why did NASA stop exploring the oceans? To date, approximately 95% of the world's oceans are still waiting to be discovered, and there are still many living things waiting to be discovered there. Creatures claimed to live in the ocean, such as Kraken and Megalodon, may not be just a myth and theory. The theory is that NASA discovered a gigantic creature never before seen under the oceans, and NASA immediately turned its efforts to rescuing humans from Earth. What this species was never disclosed, and great care was taken to keep it top secret. Are there creatures we don't know under the oceans, and why is NASA hiding this from us?
Was that real though? That looked kind of weird. I don't know. I'm skeptical about the footage a little bit.
This is probably the best proof of the Megalodon existing caught on camera yet. It comes from Brazil, where a rescue helicopter is recording a rescue mission to later release to the internet. The video was recorded to show how the rescue team worked and how brave the lifesavers were. The shark isn't even very visible, but once you see it, you can't take your eyes off it. When the images were uploaded, viewers were just awed by how good of a job the rescuers were doing. Someone finally noticed it and uploaded it again. Once everyone had seen the rescuers successfully rescue the person multiple times over, they started looking around at the footage. This is when someone noticed how a giant shark swam past the stranded person. The surface of...
Good God, dude. See, shark or whale, whatever that thing is, it's huge, bro. That's beyond. That's crazy.
Of the water shows it zoom past. And with the boat still there, we can estimate the size of the shark. Even without calculations, the camera shows that the shark is much larger than anything we've seen ever before. According to experts who have studied this video, this shark is at least 20 meters long. Imagine a 20-meter long shark circling you and your tiny boat. So, the size fits, and the behavior fits as well. This is probably...
Man, listen, bro. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Megalodon, man. Do y'all think he's still out there, he or she? You think they still out there? I do. We're gonna find them. Y'all get at me in the comment section, man. Let me know what you think. Stick around and stay tuned. I'm gone. Peace.